My relatives sent a message. We need distance from you. Please don't contact us anymore. Uncle Rick helped them pack. I responded simply, understood. I'll stop my automatic payments first thing. By midnight, the family chat exploded. My name's Jordan. I'm 31, the eldest sibling, the one who troubleshoots printers during holiday gatherings and gets pinged when someone's email won't load. I handle payroll at a medical office. Numbers are my comfort zone. People not so much. I live in a modest one-bedroom apartment, organize my receipts in color-sorted folders and prioritize practical groceries, eggs, rice, coffee, to avoid impulsive purchases. In my family, that labels me the dependable one. Translation: the bank. On Sunday evening, I visited my mom's house to deliver a folding table for my cousin's birthday party. The kitchen reeked of dish soap and slightly burnt chicken. My sister Tessa lounged against the counter, sporting a flashy new jacket she couldn't afford, scrolling her phone with both thumbs. "Don't forget my rent transfer money, man," she said, eyes glued to her screen. I set the table down. "Tessa, stop calling me that." Dad chuckled as if it were a shared gag. "Relax, Jay, you're our benefactor." Benefactor. Like I was funding their team jerseys. Mom shoved a casserole dish into the oven without turning. "Your sister's moving to a better place soon. It's safer. She needs help." My jaw clenched. "We've been over this. I'm not covering another deposit." Tessa glanced up. "You said that before, but you always pay. Don't make a scene." Her tone was casual, but her eyes dared me. My aunt shuffled in, grabbed a spoon, sensed the tension, and tutted like I was being difficult before leaving. No one asked if I could afford it. No one cared if I wanted to. Dad stepped closer. "Son, family supports family. We didn't raise you to be stingy." Stingy? The word jabbed an old wound in my chest. I stacked paper plates quietly. "I'm not doing this over dirty dishes. You know you're wrong." Tessa smirked. "You just hate how it feels to hear it." Mom turned, clutching a dish towel. "Enough, Jordan. You'll handle the deposit." "Tessa, say thanks." I stared at her. She spoke like it was settled, like my choice was irrelevant, like I was just another item on their list. My phone buzzed, family group chat, filled with party emojis and fake cheer. I muted it and returned to the dining room. I wished my cousin a happy birthday, hugged two unfamiliar kids, and left before cake. Outside, the air was chilly and damp. I sat in my car, engine off, hands gripping the wheel, forehead pressed against it, breath fogging the dashboard. My chest felt empty yet heavy. I kept hearing benefactor from Dad, say thanks from Mom, and seeing Tessa's pricey jacket. I told myself to stay quiet. It's simpler, always has been. But my phone kept vibrating in the cup holder, and behind the pings and forced laughter, something else was brewing. Not anger, not yet. More like a taut string about to break. Like tape stretched thin, silent before it tears. This didn't begin in that kitchen. It started years ago with a backup phone line for emergencies. Then car insurance until Tessa got settled. Then Mom's dental work, Dad's truck repairs, the shared streaming account that became a family phone plan with mysterious international charges. I told myself it was temporary. Dad's job loss, Tessa's gig gaps, Mom's reduced hours. Always a reason, always a new month. As a payroll clerk, I lived by schedules. Mine were grueling. First of the month. Rent for the apartment my parents temporarily moved into after their house needed repairs. Utilities on auto pay. Grocery gift cards I passed off as work perks. Mid-month. Tessa's car payment, somehow in my name due to a dealership error. Fridays. Gas money, small transfers labeled for groceries or Dad's meds, though the receipts never added up and the bags were always takeout. Every time I tried to pull back, canceling a redundant subscription or skipping a Wi-Fi upgrade, the backlash was swift and sharp. "Mom, we didn't ask you to be the responsible one, it's just who you are." Dad, "Don't nickel and dime your family." Tessa, "You're so controlling, it's weird." Relatives chimed in like a chorus. "Your parents raised you, now you support them. It's just money, you can't keep it forever." This winter it escalated. Dad wanted a new truck before the old one fails. Tessa needed a safer apartment. Mom wanted to host Easter like old times, which meant I was footing the bill for catering and chairs. I started saying no in small ways, declining extra streaming services, cutting unused plans. The response was vicious. "You're becoming cold," Mom texted. "Classic Jordan, all numbers, no soul," Tessa added. Then came the betrayals. A store charge I didn't make. A cable account opened with my email and a password I didn't set. A delivery to Tessa's new address. When I asked, Tessa said, "We share everything, don't be odd." Mom, "Don't accuse your sister of stealing." Dad, "If you weren't so rigid, we wouldn't have to hide things." The breaking point hit on a Wednesday. The landlord of my parents' complex called my work line, asking if I'd renew the auto payment for another year and mentioning a waived late fee because you've been so reliable. He sounded friendly, like we were partners. I didn't know about the late fee. I didn't know they'd missed a payment. I didn't know they'd told him to contact me directly for issues. He had my number, my work email, my schedule. That night I drove over carrying my nerdy folder of bank statements. I sat on their second-hand couch, the one I'd paid for, and said, "No more secrets. If I'm covering something, I need to know what." Mom's lips pursed. "You're attacking us." Dad crossed his arms. "Save that tone for your office, not us." Tessa laughed from the doorway. "What are you billing us now? Should we tip you?" "I'm exhausted," I said. "I'm tired of being the only adult." Then Mom said it, not loud, but sharp enough to slice through me. "If being part of this family is such a burden, maybe you don't belong." I didn't respond. I grabbed my folder, went home, and stared at the ceiling in the dark. The next day, around 4:10 p.m., my phone buzzed on my desk. Family chat, a long, polite but hostile message with blue read receipts. "We need distance from you. Don't contact us anymore." The period after anymore choked me. 3 minutes later, "Uncle Rick's helping us pack tonight. Don't make it awkward." Packing the apartment I paid for, likely with the moving truck I'd helped Rick buy when his broke down. Another text, "We'll manage without you. It's better this way." I stared and something clicked inside me, not anger, not grief, but a lock turning. I typed slowly, "Understood." I paused, then added, "I'll stop my automatic payments first thing." It hit the chat like a dropped plate. Read by everyone, silence for a minute. Then, "Dad, what's that supposed to mean?" I sent a photo of my color-coded list. Rent, Green Gardens Apartments, $1525 monthly. Utilities. City Power Water, $230. Phone plan, 4 lines, $186. Tessa's car insurance, $214. Dad's truck loan, $79. Grocery cards, $300, $400. Streaming, storage, gym, $98. Below I wrote, "These stop on the dates listed. I've removed my card from shared accounts. PDFs of confirmations coming. You have 30 days to transfer leases and services." Tessa fired back, "You're twisted. This is revenge." I replied, "You asked me not to reach out. I'm respecting that." "Mom, don't twist our words. We meant your attitude." Me. "You said don't contact anymore." I'm stepping back, including financially. "Dad, money isn't family." Me, "It's exactly what you want from me. The rest you ridicule." Cousins joined the chat, reading live like it was a reality show. Aunts typed and deleted. My pulse raced, but my hands stayed steady. I'd balanced budgets, run audits. I knew facts. I sent screenshots. The landlord's overdue notice, a store receipt with Tessa's address, phone plan data showing an Ibiza call while I was eating soup. "Mom, stop shaming us." Me, "You shamed yourselves by lying." Tessa, "You'll regret this. People don't forgive cruelty." Me, "Boundaries aren't cruelty." Then the shift came, as it always does. Anger faded to manipulation. "Mom, what will we do? Your dad's health is fragile. I can't sleep." "Dad, I worked my whole life and this is my reward." Tessa, "I can't live somewhere unsafe. Will you be happy if I'm hurt?" I breathed deeply and typed, "I wish you safety and health. I'm not abandoning you. I'm ending financial codependency. If you need budgeting help or provider contacts, I'll send guides, but the payments stop." Silence. Then a surprise ping from Uncle Rick. "I'm with them. I'll ensure the apartment's cleared. Any items in your name I'll return." Tessa, "Don't use my phone, Uncle." Rick, "It's mine, kid." I exhaled. Rick wasn't perfect, but he was fair. He ran a moving business and could separate drama from duty. If he said he'd handle it, he would. Mom tried one last plea. "If you do this, you're nothing to me." It hurt, but less than before. I replied, "I'm sorry you feel that way." Because what else do you say when words are meant to wound? I left my phone face down and sat in my dim office until the janitors rolled by. My hands shook, delayed fear, the kind that hits after the storm. Driving home, I considered backtracking, sending $100 labeled emergencies to ease the guilt reflex. I didn't. I got home, fed my cat with the blue scoop, and opened my laptop. I began untangling my accounts. Canceling payments is tedious and brutal. You navigate phone menus, repeat your mother's maiden name to a teenager on the line, explain you're removing your card without spilling your life story. You jot down confirmation numbers, terrified a closed tab will undo it all. I started with the landlord, sending a formal notice to end auto payments in 30 days, copying my parents and Rick. I asked that future issues go to the leaseholders only. The office replied with a smiley, "And it's been great working with you," like a polite breakup. Utilities were simpler, click, remove, email confirmation. The phone plan was hell. Tessa called mid-hold music. I declined. She called again, declined, again, declined. She texted, answer or I'm showing up. I replied, we're adults, transfer the plan. She sent 40 voice messages. I didn't listen. At 9:15 p.m., Rick texted privately, I packed their stuff. They're at Aunt Carol's for a bit. Found 3 boxes with your name, returning them. I imagined him wrapping dishes in old flyers, labeling boxes, staying quiet amid the chaos. Thanks, I wrote. Sorry you're caught up in this. I'm not, he replied. I'm on the sidelines where I belong, proud of you. By 10 o'clock p.m., the family chat erupted. A cousin, is this real? Another, Jordan's airing dirty laundry. Tacky, Aunt Grace, we never thought you'd do this. I snorted, exactly the point. They expected me to carry them forever. Then the narrative shifted. Tessa posted a photo of a half-empty apartment. This is abandonment. Mom. My son turned his back. People sent hearts and prayers as if emojis pay bills. I didn't engage. I uploaded a PDF, community resources, renter aid, utility programs, financial counseling links, a budget template. Below I wrote, you're capable, always have been, this is me trusting you. Dad called, voicemail, again, voicemail. By midnight, the chat turned practical. Who can I room with? Anyone have a spare car? Can Mom join our plan? It felt like watching a distant storm on a radar. I ate eggs at 12:30 a.m. standing over the sink because cooking says you're still here. I slept 6 hours, dreamless. Morning brought the smear campaign. Mom's Facebook post about heartless modern kids. A church acquaintance's comment. Some worship only cash. Tessa went live from Carol's guest room, claiming she only wanted safety, not luxury. Dad shared an article on filial duty with Think About It. I closed the apps and went to work. At lunch, my coworker Priya noticed me staring at my phone like it might bite. I summed it up. I stopped funding my family. They're livid. She nodded, unsurprised, and gave me a protein bar. Good. Let them grow up. The calls didn't stop, but they evolved. Threats. We'll never forgive you. Bargains. Just keep the phone plan. Guilt. You made your mom cry. I replied the same. I'm not discussing this via text. Payments are done. I'm here for non-financial talks. I repeated it until my battery died. 2 days later, a shift. Cousin June DM'd. I left the chat. It's toxic. I've seen you carry them for years. Proud of you? It eased something in my chest, not relief, but a space for it. Rick dropped off the boxes that evening. An unopened blender I'd bought, towels still wrapped, an unused router. Symbols of my endless later S. He lingered. They'll be mad a while, then they'll be hungry. Anger doesn't make dinner. I don't want them hungry, I said. Don't confuse feeding with enabling. You know the line. He squinted. You look less weighed down. I slept, I admitted like it was a crime. The next week was chaotic yet calm. I enrolled in my company's retirement plan, skipped for years because I was always helping. I walked after work, phone free. I booked a therapist. I told Priya I didn't know what to do with free time. Breathe in it, she said, so I did. On Friday, Mom texted, Sunday dinner at Carol's, come apologize, we'll move on. It read like a legal notice. I read it thrice, then made tea. I pictured showing up eating dry chicken, saying sorry for shutting off their open tap. I almost agreed, habit is powerful, shame familiar. I texted, no, I love you, I won't discuss money. I'm not coming to be judged. She replied, you're choosing outsiders over kin. I wrote, I'm choosing calm. No reply. The typing dots appeared, then vanished. Silence. That night, I sat in the dark with my cat purring against me. I wasn't joyful, but the air didn't hum with tension. The string had snapped, no ringing ears, no rush to mend it, just space. There's space. My space. A month later, my life is leaner, better. Fewer alerts, fewer midnight panics about my card declining because of someone else's crisis. More quiet mornings with coffee and sunlight on my chipped mug. More evenings reading a silly book without monitoring group chats for emergencies I didn't cause. Mom hasn't called, Dad emailed. We miss you when you're not difficult. He meant it as a joke, I think. Tessa posted a new lease roommate's second-floor walk-up. Caption, doing it myself. I laughed quietly. Good, truly good. This wasn't heroic, it was late. I should have learned sooner that love without limits isn't love, it's depletion. I should have noticed every yes my gut screamed no to. But guilt rewrites truths. It makes theft feel like family, drowning like teamwork. Here's what I know now, plain and firm, so I don't forget. If you say, we need distance, don't contact us, I'll respect it, and that includes my money. If you call me selfish for stopping the life you built on my dime, I won't argue. I'll let you taste the bitterness of your words without my aid. If you paint me as the villain, fine. I don't live in your tale anymore. I live in mine. Uncle Rick still texts. Need a lift to the store? Got spare tickets, want in? I say yes or no, and he doesn't make it heavy. Last week he wrote, "You did something tough. Tough isn't wrong." I printed it and taped it inside my notebook. I thought I'd feel hollow without the roll, the fixing, the paying. But the opposite of being a bank isn't being heartless. It's being human. A human who buys eggs, rice, coffee, and sits at their own small table without apologizing for existing. I'm not here to hurt anyone. I'm not waiting for gratitude. If they want to talk about anything but bills, I'll meet them at a park, toss crumbs to birds like regular people. But I don't owe them my chaos. I don't owe them my future. I owe myself a quiet that doesn't demand my blood. That's the lesson. No drama, no vengeance. Just this boundary I hold unerasable. I won't be used.